Take a good look at this place because in 2018 it will be barely recognizable. GIS News on Tuesday took to the site where the new Kempinski luxury brand hotel will be constructed. The greenery of the Cabrits National Park and bordered by the Douglas Bay is the perfect site for this 160-room getaway destined to be one of the most luxurious resorts in the Caribbean. A memorandum of understanding was signed between Range Developments and the Government of Dominica in November of 2014 for the development of this high-end luxury brand hotel under the Kempinski brand. NH International Caribbean Limited was contracted for the project and ground was officially broken in October of 2015 with the promise to begin construction in 2016. NH International arrived in Dominica in mid-May to finish clearing the site and construction work has started. On our visit to the site, we met and spoke with Gary Swarbrick, Senior Project Manager of Range Developments. He is one of about 6 from Range Developments overseeing the project.
So, middle of July as we are now, we've got foundations about to be cast on the main building, far end of the site, and we're still in the clearing process over here in the swamp. It's going to continue to look like a large clearing for the next 12 months. This, as we've said, is at least a 2.5 year process. But when it's finished, you're going to have beautiful cutting-edge buildings, lots of water, lagoons, pools. The landscaping, the idea is to try and build in the beauty of Dominica into the resort. It is being marketed as a hideaway resort. It's going to have the greenery and the nature brought in.
The 5-star resort will include a main building complete with a reception area, kitchen, spa, gymnasium and restaurant. A hotel block consisting of 100 rooms including a presidential suite and a 6-block apartment consisting of 60 rooms. Pools, pool bars, lagoons, several more restaurants, eco-friendly landscaping and a jetty and a long stretch of beach will complete the perfect getaway. Although work is on schedule, the island's weather is unpredictable, so the developers are being realistic while keeping the deadline in sight. We're looking at 2018 as the time for the project to be complete, but let's just talk about all the different things that may cause the project to be delayed probably.
Well, again, we have to be realistic. We're here in the Caribbean, small islands, we're subject to all the problems with rain. There's a little bit of that in Dominica. The hurricane season, again, we've got 2 hurricane seasons to go through. That's why there's no firm commitment. We need to be realistic. We need to get the progress moved on somewhat before we're firm with what date in 2018.
We spoke with construction manager of NH International, Roy Malchino, who says although the weather has been a bit unkind, there is hope that work will continue to progress satisfactorily. Over 95% of the labor for the construction of the resort will be sourced locally. NH International is currently interested in employing steel benders, carpenters, masons, electricians, plumbers and other skilled and even unskilled workers. Currently, close to 70 persons are employed on the project. All the equipment is also being sourced locally.
We have 90%, we could call it 99% of equipment is we take it locally from Dominica. We're trying to use as much as possible the Dominican people, get employment to them, and also the equipment.
An area is being cleared opposite the project site to facilitate access to mixed concrete and other building materials from local company PH Williams.
We also setting up quarters, like store, like people could come and sell foods and like canteens and Range Construction will have their office across there as well. We also put in shed that the workers could go and sit down with proper running water and toilets and these things.
He explained further that at the peak of construction, close to 2,000 Dominicans of varying trades will be needed.
We want to generate everything at one time, including building all the buildings going at the same time.
So, and that number of people would be for, because I know the full contract to build is about 15 months, right? So you're going to need that number of people for what, a year, for 6 months?
Yeah, well, I will say about a year, because what we're doing, we're trying to bring up all the building at the same time. We're not working each building individually. We're trying to bring up all the buildings at the same time, so that will mean that each building will generate their own people.
The company is willing and ready to train young Dominicans looking to be employed. Malchina says skilled workers here will also get a chance to learn modern building techniques.
We are not only here for ourselves, we are here to train Dominicans. There are new techniques we're going to bring in. For instance, we're going to be using the foster system, and it gives them opportunity to learn this new system. It's new technology in building. We prepare to show the Dominican people that, and we are here for that, not only to build but to train the youths, especially of Dominica.
Malchina has been employed with NH International Caribbean Limited for the past 40 years and says he is proud to be involved with such a reputable company. The Trinidad-based company is considered the top construction company in the Caribbean, and the project manager boasted that NH International's work speaks for itself.
We are the top company in Trinidad and Tobago, and we records speak for itself. You could check any island. We work St. Lucia, we work all of them. Right now we have one of the top contracts in St. Lucia. So you could go online or anything and see we are the top.
As to whether this project will actually become a reality, Senior Project Manager for Range Development Gary Swabrick says it's a surety.
Range are currently finishing a larger project in St. Kitts, and Range have set about the project, and the intent is we will finish. Range would not have started, we would have not mobilised and put all the resources in place without the intention to finish. You know, there's a professional international team here. It's costing the government Range a lot of money. The investment's there, we will finish.
This multi-million-dollar project is funded under the economic arm of the Citizenship by Investment program. This 160 luxury hotel is the first Kempinski brand in the Caribbean. Kimani St reporting for GIS News.